Legacy. Feel the vibe. Gotta feel the vibe. 90.1 FM.
Okay, live on the line all the way from London town, we should have KHNDY. KHNDY, are you on the line, sir?
How you doing, Stevie? You alright?
I'm good, mate. It's good to hear you now. Are you originally from London town?
Yeah, I'm originally from London. But before we start, it's KHNDY.
I wondered how to pronounce your name, you know.
Because
I was looking at the spelling.
I've heard you say it.
Pronounce that again for me.
It's KHNDY.
Okay.
It's an African name for a twin. So in Africa, Nigeria, if you're a twin, you have the name KHNDY and Taiwo. But I've put a little twist on it and put an AY at the end because that's how people pronounce it. So I just said KHNDY, and it's shortened to KHNDY.
Right, I remember that, KHNDY. That's really cool, actually. Because I thought it was relating it to a sweet or something.
No. I know it's sweet, but no, it's definitely just my actual name with a little twist on it.
Have you always been in London town, or have you come over from Nigeria, or what happened with you?
I've always been in London, but I was originally born in Nigeria.
Okay.
I was born in a state called Osun State. It's a village called Ilarogun. So at 6, I moved to the UK, and I've just resided in East London. But I'm currently in Leeds. I've relocated to Leeds at the moment.
Cool, so you're not far from Manchester, actually.
No, I'm always in Manchester. That's where the life is.
Oh, you should have told me you could have come on the show. Anyway, I'm aware you've made two singles so far. Have you did anything before that? What's been your history, your build up to making music?
Well, I've always been involved in music. Earlier stage, I was involved in gospel music. So I was in a church choir. I was in an actual gospel group as well when I was quite young. After finishing school, I went to uni. I stopped doing music, but I had friends that do music as well. So I was always in the studio with them, but I never really... I always say to them, I'm going to jump on the mic, I'm going to do this. They're like, do it then. But I always just watched and watched them and kind of watch how they basically vibe in the studio, how to write, how they write. And I just thought, okay, cool, it's about time to pick up and get back into the music. So we released Hello last year, which for me, I thought it was just an introduction, just to introduce myself to the industry. You were one of the actual DJs to play Hello, so I
was. I remember playing it.
Yeah.
I really liked it, actually. I did really like it.
I remember putting it on the laptop, listening to you, and it was amazing hearing it on the airwaves. You know what I mean? Took a while to come up with Hold You. Obviously, certain things is kind of out of my hands when it comes to releasing my music. But we've got Hold You now, which is a really, really sweet sound.
Both singles have a fusion and a production sound that I haven't heard it before. It is different. It's not copying anything. It's not going with any current trend. It's it's a sound that you seem to have developed. Who have you been working with production wise? Where did you come up with it from?
I work with my really close friend called Tafa. He's a Tanzania engineer, but he basically makes music as well. He's actually featured on a track with a Tanzanian artist. Can't remember the name off the top of my head, but he basically he's into music quite a lot, and he's worked with quite a lot of artists in Manchester and Leeds as well.
Okay.
So basically, it's just me and him in the studio most weekends, and we just trying to develop different sounds and not trying to sound like anyone else, because there is a lot of music that sounds alike nowadays, and I don't want to be categorized as an artist that just sounds like another artist. So it's making sure that my stuff just sounds different. It sounds like me. So when you hear a track, you're like, yeah, that's KHNDY.
I mean, because I feel at the moment the Afroswing sound seems to have swamped. It's just come out of London, and I'm hearing too much of it. And
it's an amazing sound. Don't get me wrong. Like you've got some artists that absolutely embody that sound. Like Kojo Funds embodies that sound. You've got artists like Young Bane embodies that sound as well in London. You've got the kind of like Afroswing, you've got Wizkid, you've got David O, they've got their own sound as well, and they embody the Afroswing sound as well sometimes. But it's just finding your own lane, really and truly, nowadays, to differentiate yourself from other artists. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, you're doing that really well. Now, your first video it's actually up on, is it GRM Daily, the channel?
Yes, it was.
Talk to me about your visuals, actually. There seems to be a theme in both of them. I watched both of them. Is there a story going on that's connected or something?
To be fair...
I'm digging there, I'm doing a bit of digging.
Yeah, to be fair, it's the first idea was, we kind of sat down and I was like, okay, cool, this song is Hello. So let's start with Hello. Hello is introducing myself to people and also introducing myself to a female who the female role, and saying, okay, cool, like, forget the social media era. Let's start by saying hello to each other, because no one really talks to other people face to face nowadays. It's all through social media and sliding in DMs and whatnot. So it was more so just that interaction, that first interaction with a love interest, a hello, and we played the whole old school vibe with the retro feel. If you saw the filters that we used and the Polaroid pictures, and then with the second video, Hold You, we thought, okay, cool, let's bring back that theme and connect them in a way, and try to put that vibe of the whole old school feel as well, and just basically just try create a storyline with it, and who knows how it'll go for the next video. With the way that Hold You is, it's a more Afro R&B style, which is influenced by early stage or the crush phase of relationships, of probably my past and present relationships, and that's basically how I feel like that's where my influence is from, because I listen to a lot of R&B, a lot of old school R&B like Boyz II Men,
sure,
a lot of Mario, Genuine, and that's the kind of I want music that tells a story.
Well, that's good in itself, and like you say, you've obviously fused that R&B influence with the African influence, which I do like. How are you going to take this sound forward? What is the plan here with you?
The plan is to just keep releasing music. It's about, if I can get 10 people to enjoy my music each time I release something, that's an achievement for me. Because I make music that I enjoy. I make music that my friends enjoy, and it's just finding your lane. And my lane is just to make music that I feel like.
That's a very humbling thing to say.
Anyone can listen to it, really and truly.
What are your social media handles for any listeners that want to follow you or check your music out?
If you want to find me on social media, I've got my Instagram, it's so THEKHNDY. I'm on Facebook as well, it's KHNDY. And if you wanted to find me on Twitter, it's the KHNDY as well, so that's THEKHNDY.
You got any live performances coming up anywhere?
Not yet. I have had people approach me for live performances, but I feel like I'm not ready at that stage yet. I want to release a lot more music, so if I'm going to put on a performance, I want it to be a performance where it's not just a 5-minute performance. I want people to come and enjoy the show and have a catalogue of music that I can obviously put out there, and you can enjoy it for the 10 or 15 minutes that I'm on the stage for. So when I do have shows, you definitely know about it.
Well, listen, next time you're in Manchester, give me a shout, yeah? Get you on the show.
Definitely.
Just pronounce your name one more time, please.
It's KHNDY.
KHNDY. I'm going to drop your brand new single now, Hold You. KHNDY, thank you so much for calling in, yeah?
Thank you very much.
And stay in touch, my man. Alright, man.
No
Best of luck with this single, yeah?
Alright, thank you, mate.
Alright, bye-bye.
Alright, bye-bye.
Oh yeah, come through my hands. come with your friend. Oh yeah, don't try pretend that you're innocent or shy. Make it clap for me, make it clap for a G. Throw it back for me, throw it back for me now. She got my back to stop out. What you done now, cry out. She got my back, what you done now. Sexy nana, chop banana, oh. I'm